come from. The truth is an irony, just like animal farm. Justice mean inequity, so who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence, Islamic leaders silence, kings and queens silence, traditional leaders silence. So who go say the truth? We are the workers of the call. Now by area, why no better? We are the workers of the call. One guy's area, why no better? Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, you need it now, see what I see so. Now your friend on a nine come at them. Only baby obeka nice and yeah. So I want to bet you everybody was afraid. And when Tina to my cottage, I get 9. Once my boy dumping one and I see. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien person they can want some because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini. Akuku drop on yina dalima. Who go say the truth? Obiaja konson so to grow Germansa to me be a cacobrafo. Efo anyina ye. Efo. When you know ye. Na so kutrata down na so be dia back or why no keke. I fene for be man mo pia for efo. Ne cross on my mo. Anya safwe mo ayini. Akuku drop for you na dalima. And who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachisa udi oma upipi numa. Would your mind never shine my preference? But who go tell the truth? TUC, silence. Even journalists, silence. Oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right. Wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you, now the person become your target. Jobless, no they mean senseless. Poverty, no they mean useless. One day, then go resist. The country where I come from.
A very good evening to you and welcome once again to my view show on today's Ghana News TV. It's always a delight to welcome you every Monday evening to the program where we share our views on very pertinent issues pertaining to our lovely country, Ghana. So wherever you are, it's my pleasure once again to let you know that you are watching my view show live on today's Ghana News TV with me, Jerome, as your host. And let me equally remind you that we are also live on Switch via satellite, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all on today's Ghana News TV. And you can equally follow us on Twitter and TikTok, as well as podcasts on Anchor FM. It's always my pleasure once again that we share our views on pertinent issues. NDC, the National Democratic Congress, the largest opposition party in the country, has just come out of their presidential and parliamentary primaries. Are there any lessons that we have learned out of it? Are there any lessons that will guide us in the way forward? And this evening, we want to share our views on some of these lessons Wherever you are, once again, stay tuned. Share the link with many other colleagues so that together we will put our heads together, share our views. At the end of the day, we will see the way forward for Mother Ghana and for the National Democratic Congress. Once again, you are most welcome and stay tuned. When we come back, I will introduce my guest to this evening's program to you.
I'm Edna Sabonia. Join me on Today Ghana News TV for news updates on every Friday at 18 hours GMT. News updates is sponsored by Top Connect. Send money everywhere, no fees. You can follow us on all social media platforms at Today Ghana News TV.
Today's Ghana News TV is 2 years old, and we continue to give you the very best. Within our 2-year period, we have introduced our newspaper, the Evening Tribune. Tribune, when it comes, tribulation, you should expect it. It comes with all the hardcore news items, and we report it as it is, as you see it, and as you hear it. So do make a date with us. It comes out every Wednesday, so Thursday morning is right up there. Get a copy of it and get more informed. Do get in touch with us, and we have any article, we will do the publication for you. So wonderful, and welcome back. As I did indicate, the National Democratic Congress just came out of their parliamentary primaries. We want to see lessons that are learned. How does that help us in going forward? And we're very fortunate this evening to have no other person but our own brother and colleague and a comrade, Sufyan, who happened to have run as a parliamentary candidate for the Swami constituency in the Ashanti region. He wants to share his experiences with us and makes his recommendations as a way forward for the good of Mother Ghana and for all of us. Comrade Sufyan, you are most welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, comrade. Thank you. Thank you for having me here today. Really appreciate it.
That is great, and a lot more people are itching to hear a lot of experiences that you have just gained out of the recent incidents. But by way of introduction, I'm sure a lot of people want to hear a bit about you and probably where you contested, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, comrade Jerome. ICC. My name is Safiano Nasamo. I am a resident here in Stuttgart, and born and bred in Ghana, Swami. I grew up there. So that is where I contested in Swami constituency as a parliamentary candidate in the Swami constituency. Here in Stuttgart, I think many people know me here in Festo and also in Germany altogether in the chapter. Many people know me, have heard about me. And I think for our people here, no need to say much, but actually I live in Germany here. I'm an engineer. I work at Festo, head of engineering department at Festo. Festo is the second big company here in Stuttgart. And for those who are not from Stuttgart, to know, and you can search me, you can find me anywhere you want. I'm, as I said, in Stuttgart, I'm heading the global engineering department from Festo SE here in Germany. And now I contested as a parliamentary candidate, and now I'm back in Germany, still holding or pushing forward to support the NDC back home and make sure that we won the seat for NDC in 2024. Yeah.
That's lovely. But one thing that strikes a lot of people is is your nickname, Homeboy? How did you come by the name Homeboy?
No,
it has been so popular all over Ashanti region. Homeboy is all over.
Yeah. That is actually the mistake. People read. Homeboy, Elijah Homeboy is from actually is in Frankfurt. So people mislead this. So actually, the Homeboy was just taken, but this is not really mine. It is Homeboy's name.
Okay.
It's one of our guy who is in Frankfurt. Yeah.
Yeah, Homeboy. Okay. Elijah Homeboy. He's in Nuremberg.
Yeah, Nuremberg. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's wonderful. So maybe let's start. Swami. In fact, How did it go? How did the whole election come about?
Actually, as a native and born and bred in Swami, I know the dynamics well. Although I've been outside for quite a long time, but I met the right people uh, uh, that we moved together. I set up a team, and everything was really good. We moved very well. We campaigned very well. We did whatever we're supposed to do. We tried our best, but it's like we are in a country where people do things that they don't understand, or people do things that they don't know how to go about with it. And actually, this is the main problem we have from the constituency level to the national level. And this is what is happening on the countries and also in African entirely. We are just doing things like we don't do things right. Looking at coming back to our election, you can see that we have rules and regulations like every constituency had executives, and then you see how the dynamic moves. You can see in Swami constituency is something strange, or in many constituencies you can see that that is where the whole thing begins. You can see that almost 90% of the how do you call it, the executives following one candidate, and this is what actually is not supposed to happen. Not normally it's because if it happens after the elections,
Yeah.
there might be problems. If you are not careful and you are not fast and clever enough to know that you are fighting for NDC, the mother party, you just destroy everything again. Because after the vote, now if you look at the election, I get 40% and the opponent 60%. So if I'm not very clever to bring the people together, how can we win the vote at the end of the day? So this is actually, but the executives didn't think this way. All this kind of personal interest and all these things. But this is what we need to correct and make sure that we do right things in the future. So that is where the whole thing begins. Everything started wrong. So, but as it is in Africa, everything started wrong, but we are still, that is why we came in, to change it, to make it change, to make sure that we put things in the right channel. But all these things have reason. I think that we will talk about that in a way in our discussion today.
Yeah. There is this school of thought that says that very often comrades that come from the diaspora to contest, especially in the primaries back home, there are always some structural challenges. I believe what you have just said is one of them, where you have all probably the constituency executives following one candidate against the other, who happen to be somebody from the diaspora. How best can we overcome this difficulty?
Yeah, I think this is what I'm now trying. As you said, my experience that I made, and so I didn't take it as negative. I take it as an experience that now I'm just started thinking, how can I amend this problem? Because if it goes on like this, we are talking about people who have never seen anything before. They have seen something in their small world. You understand me? And there are many things outside there. So if someone is bringing something new, you have to learn. You have to see how to go about with things. You have to embrace this experience. Many countries, if you are diaspora, you go there, they embrace your experience, they take it, they make use of it, they try to combine with what they have and pick up the best out of it. But here in Ghana, you have a situation whereby these people really automatically go against the good thing, go against the positive move, go against the ideas you are bringing. So actually, how can a community grow like this? Because I know myself that if I bring the ideas I have, in a few years, each one of them will be getting 4 to 5 times what he's getting today. So they're just destroying everything because of a certain mindset that you cannot just understand. You can't just understand why they do that. I ask myself, actually, why? Because we are just coming to help, but but they go completely against you, creating stories that is not true, fighting within the NDC. And this is actually something that is a metastasizing cancer problem in our situation. So what we can do, the experience I have, I'm trying to bring all together and see how I can help in the future, at least in my constituency, to bring this in a positive way, which I think I've started getting the solution in my mind somehow,
Yeah.
And to get rid of that, Jerome, I can tell you straight ahead there, the problem we have is one big problem. Is or two, the two main problem, illiteracy and poverty. This is what is killing us, illiteracy and poverty. And this, we cannot hide it. You have to bring it. Because if you talk about illiteracy, people think that if you go to school and this is all. No, sorry, this is not all. You can go to school and still get nothing and still have learned nothing. We are talking about experiences. We are talking about the mindset, how broad your mind is, not how you can cheat, not how you can trick, not how you can, but how you can help to develop your community. This is what we call literacy. And so now, if looking at our community, you can think that it seems like everybody is illiterate, because we just we are living in a community where so a house with 4 iPhone 14 without toilet. This is illiteracy. You can go to university and do whatever, you are illiterate at this point. So actually, this is just one example out of many. So this is what our life is about. So if you come in to teach, to come in to make a change, you come in to present yourself and show the people how you can help, that we have a lot of colleagues outside there, a lot of investors who will come and help the constituency and move it forward and make the young people get work and make our women get job and make everybody get job. Because if you are a constituency executives and the people get jobs and a lot of opportunity comes, you will automatically start getting money somehow because you always have something to do. But this, they're thinking about this short-term benefits and the cost of long-term benefit. So this is the main problem. So what we can do is to make sure that we get rid of the illiteracy and also find a way to solve poverty. Because almost from our delegates we have this problem in it. We are practicing closed primaries. These closed primaries is what Ghana is practicing. So in this case, it's only the delegates who can vote. So if only the delegates can vote, and you have the delegates who don't even have the money to buy something for his son tomorrow morning. So, the vote buying is the system in the country. And this is what is killing us, and it will continue killing us because the personal interest is getting more and more, and nobody's thinking how to help the community. So this is actually the big problem. So we need to get rid of this illiteracy and the poverty. This is the main thing that I see that we need to fight first. For me, if I have the opportunity, I'm looking at what I can bring down to make all these delegates start getting money. Because if they start getting money, then things will change automatically, So we cannot hide the issue. They are poor. Most of them don't have anything. And if someone don't have money, and some of them are illiterate, so for what do you vote for? And the experience they get also is people came in, they vote for them, and they left, they don't remember them. And this is the experience the delegates have. So the delegates will tell you the reward, politics reward, you don't get it from heaven, you need to get it here, clear. But not every consequence, you understand me? So it's like we have a lot of work to do, because those people leading us are the people who just think of little money. I call it little money because if you look forward and you have the opportunity and getting 100 times, 10 times what you are getting today, and you eating the little you have today. It's like eating the little corn you have instead of planting it. So this is what they are living in. So after the election, 1 week after the election, the money they take will finish, and then they have to wait 4 years. And this is what they've been doing year after year, and they don't learn. So this is what I don't understand. And I'm trying to find a solution for that. I'm planning, I'm thinking how to work together with my constituency executives and try to see how we can help. Because I can guarantee them that in the next 4 years, most of them will be the same as they are. No any improvement. And my wish was that each of them after the next 4 years will be proud, self life owner, everything proud, and everybody know at least what he's doing in what business he is, or in a municipal wherever, just to push people somewhere to make sure that our delegates are fixed in. But now, as it is, I don't think that even the idea is born. So actually, but I committed myself and I promised myself to remain there to make sure that I help. I talk to the people and help them. It depends on, if you call leadership, you try to accept more. How do we say? We said leaders eat last. Leaders eat last. So the leaders eat last. It's like in the military. The leader is one who takes lead and do something. So I will do that. Make sure I help, guide them, make sure that we work together and bring the necessary changes needed, so that all of them will make sure that they are doing the right thing. It will take time, but I'm so convinced that we will do that.
Yeah, definitely. It will take time, because I'm just imagining how there's going to be a very good connection between you and then the constituency executives, following the fact that most of them probably just closed their eyes and followed one candidate against the other. Here you are, you have not been picked to run on the ticket of the party, but what you have there is not because of what you want, but what you think you can put in the constituency to uplift the livelihood of the people of the constituency, and not about yourself. So how are we going to see? Are you sure we'll be able to have a very good connection and a very good support from the constituency executives with the projects that you want to run up there to bring a livelihood to a good level for all of them?
Yeah, we have two ways. My interest, or it's very important for me to connect with them, so that the whole movement that I'm doing will be in the benefit of NDC, to the benefit of our community. But there's also another way. If still doing things different wise, nobody, or no government, or no constituency, or nobody can stop me from developing Swami.
Sure.
So if I want to, still the first stage is to connect them. If not, I still do my way and try to help the people. So through the helping, through setting the examples, the people will see, and the changes will start coming. Because we have not only the executives, also the complete delegates.
Yeah.
As I tell you, the mindset is something that you cannot explain to someone. You can have all is about taking risk. If someone tell me that if you vote for me as a parliamentary candidate, I will give this 490 women delegates, at least I will give them a little loan without interest, some of them that need it and everything. So, but you will find someone who don't even have, I made door to door, I met many people. You have someone who don't even have, who is borrowing even plantain to sell the next day, who's supposed to be very careful and voted well, so that he can get maybe 2,000 Ghana cedis or something without interest to work with it. You can get this person who is taking 30 cedis or 50 cedis from someone to vote against you. And then this money will be spent the next day, and then after that, you just live again for the next 4 years in poverty. So the question is, what is in the mind of these people? What are we thinking? What went wrong in the African mind? Because if you take the risk, you have nothing to lose. At least you can have someone to insult if you didn't do that. At least you can have that. For the next 4 years, you can have someone to give you to say that he is the reason why you are not working. At least you can do that. But what is really going on? So you have the people here. The voting buy-in is something that is very special at the moment, and it is killing our youth. It is fooling our youth. One thing that surprises me much is I was thinking, that is why I'm very happy to be to take part in this race. I was thinking we have clever youth. I was thinking Ghanaians, the youth are clever, but I don't know how they define clever. So if I look at the youth today, I don't know what they think about what I'm saying now, because if you have to take a look at your future, I know all is about beside the ideology in campaign. We have money, we have the recognition, we have years of services and everything in the constituency. All this plays a role, but as a youth, you have to think, if the elders are doing it wrong, what can I do? How can I do it better? We are in the world of internet. We are in the world of media. We are in the world of everybody can check. You can see. You can cross-check things. You can think yourself. You can whatever. But now you have people in Mighty Swami. Really, it's very sad. You have if you hear some youths talking, even from talking alone, you ask yourself, what is going on here? What is wrong? So it means we have to bring something in that changes them, that brings them to light, that show them different thing, that finally gives them money, because the money makes something. If you can work and make money, your life changes. Yeah. So this is actually what I'm about, to make sure we have opportunity for them, because this is for me the beginning. I'm not angry with nobody, but I want to make sure they work. The youth started getting money. The moment the youth started getting money, then I know that Swami is on the way to development. But now, as it is, we have a long way to go.
Yeah, that is very true. We have a very long way to go, because it's just like these days, I don't know what to say. They are not willing to be taught how to make money. They are only interested in the peanuts that they receive, and that is just for a short-term event.
That is the problem, Jerome. They get, it's like they just eat their capital up. They just someone will send they will receive. If you tell them, like, you are a constituency executive, when the Mahama NDC comes to power, they will stay for 4 years, whatever, and go. None of you get anything, nothing. All the delegates get nothing. So what is the sense of that? That is why we are doing something to make sure that we build up the community well. So if you see Swami, you just start clapping for yourself as an individual. That you don't scare if you have children. Your child will get a job. We have a hub there, magazine, very big hub. We can develop it. We can do many things. We have a whole lot of ideas. But the question is, why are these people really thinking, oh, they are so selfish, and they are so selfish, and so, I don't know, they can share how do you call it, 100,000 cities. They are happy about 100,000 Ghana cities, and they share it, and everybody get maybe 2,000. What are you going to do with that? Instead of using it to do something better, or giving to the right people, or giving to the people that deserve. So actually, we are doing our best to make sure that we continue what we, now I just gave them the message, and I learned something out of it. So what I learned out of it, I'm now coming to transform it, reflect back, and then set up again and see how I can help the community again to go forward.
Yeah, from your experience, let me see Does it really matter if you are going for the primaries? Does it really matter to focus on the manifesto that you want to give to the people, activities that you want to bring to them, where we are now? Because they are interested in the little monies that they will pick up. They are not interested in the policies that you want to rule out for the constituency to their own benefits.
Yeah, it's very sad. The whole thing begins from the top, from the national level, how we select our candidates. Now, if you take someone, a mental sick person, who is completely mental sick, you give him some medicine that he can at least be quiet, and then you mobilize the money, registration money for him, and hold his hand to the regional and take the forms, fill it for him, and pay online. I bet you this man will become a parliamentary candidate. So and then afterwards, they realize that he had mental illness. So from the beginning of the selection, we do nothing. We just take anything. And we are trying to take people to our parliament. So we take people who cannot even read. We take people who cannot even write. We take people who they have nothing. We are not saying that the school only is that what we need, but it's very important key aspect of it. And despite that, even we take people who have no reputation in the community. We still get them in, and if you go to the parliament, you find them there. So what do you think about a country like this? So this is where the whole thing begins, and then you see the the people. You talk about the ideology. Actually, it's kind of selling out. The constituency sell out, the region sell out, the national sell out, and the country sell out. This is what is going on. Because if you press somebody, not everybody is like me or like us who campaign with their own money.
Yeah.
It's not everybody who is able to do that. Many people have to sell. I know people who sold their houses. I know people who went and borrowed money. I know these people. And they paid. So what do you think after they won? What are they going to do first?
They have to recoup that money.
Thank you. So actually, this is the problem. This is the real problem we have. But now it's the kind of education that we need to give the people. But we have the people, I don't think it's their fault. First of all, it's not their fault. It's illiteracy and poverty, as I mentioned before. You have a delegate. I met some delegates who didn't even know how to get 10 cedis the next morning. So what if this person get 100 cedis just to vote? And his experience for the last years is telling him that whoever became a parliamentary candidate don't care about me again.
Mm-hmm.
So with this experience, and that he's poor, he take it. So on one hand, it's not their fault, because if here in Europe, even a child of 10 years, if you give him 100 euro and said he should vote what he don't like, he will not take it.
Mm-mm.
A child of 5 years will not take it, because he knows what he wants. But we are here in a community, elderly people, some even educated and everything, but they sell themselves, they sell their lives, they sell their dignity, they sell their respect, they sell everything away, And the one thing I learned also is the untruthness of the people.
Okay.
We are born to be we have certain character. We lie too much, we lie too much. And this is the big problem. I don't like lying, but these people can lie. You can work like the team I worked with. I don't want to mention, but the high percentage of them are not truthful people. You work with them, and at the end of the day, you see them campaigning for someone else. At the end of the day, they try to say that they are for you. You do whatever for them, but at the end of the day, you see them changing the carpet.
Sure.
The mindset of the people is what is killing the country, killing the constituencies, killing everything. Because you cannot just live like this. You cannot live like I don't know how to say it. With the kind of mindset, that you just sit down, get something, and then spend it.
Yeah.
The money that was brought for someone, few people share it, and then it's gone. And this money, if you share it in many, it's just few. Some even get 500 cities, and then but the people down there, the people of the branches, they mostly get nothing.
Yeah.
They get nothing. But
Yeah.
these are the people who are supposed to vote the right thing, and they are the same people. You can do whatever you like for them. At the end of the day, they go against you. This is my experience. But
Yeah, you are very right. There is an experience right from this primaries. There was a candidate who had a team of 136 around him.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, he came out with 36 votes. So the question is, where did
100 votes went? Thank you. So and it's very and there are many reasons for that, and I have also another experience like the community I came from, this Zongo community, this is where I was born, where I grew up, so these people, they know me, they grew up with me, they know my family, I know their parents, we know each other very well. But these are the people who rose and said, we've never seen him before. But actually, I think they make a mistake because they didn't know me well. They know that I'm not the kind of guy who just give up like that. So after that, they try to campaign like we don't know him, we don't know that. But it's like, why did they do that? For nothing, just because, is it because of enviness? Is it because of jealousy? Is it because of ignorance? Is it because of illiteracy? Is it because of whatever? I don't know. Because someone is bringing something for you. Anytime I work in the community, what I'm thinking is where to start.
Sure.
Where to start making the roads. This is what I always have in my mind, where to start paving the way. Because you are in a community where 90% of the pay of the roads, everything is really very, very poor, So if the ideas are there, let us try our best and help. But you have the community, the people who are actually not willing. Someone is like that is why I said before, they didn't know much. And for me, I would tell everybody in front of, they don't know much, because knowing something is like it's the experience you gathered, not where you think you are at the moment and think you know more. So you can see someone talking, insulting people, much insult. No any good thing coming out of them, and they will get something and think it's the world. It's like a Ghanaian saying that the interchange in Accra is better than Dubai. This is what he knows, because this is. I can tell you the interchange in Accra is the interchange that is not used because it's dangerous. So, but
Sure.
yeah. But they will tell you it is like Dubai because this is what they know. So this is what we have to try our best, bring the people together somehow, manage to educate ourselves and try to tell them what to do, because they sit too much. We Africans, Jerome, we have a lot of stories.
Yeah.
If Africans are to follow their stories, we will be better than everybody, because our stories is what Europeans are using. Like the lion story, the lion and gazelle story. The lion gazelle story, if gazelle wake up in the morning, the first thing he think is, today I have to run faster than the fastest lion. Otherwise, I will be eaten. You know, and the lion said, today I have to run faster than the slower gazelle. Otherwise, I will die from hunger.
Oh, hunger.
Okay, so this is the life cycle. So if the Europeans are the lions and we are the gazelle, everybody has his work to do. So, but if we sit down and we don't think of running faster than them, we will always be eaten. This is the nature of the world. You know, so if someone comes to teach you how to run faster and you're kicking them all away, how can you do that? How can you come forward? So you are satisfied because you have car, because you have a little house somewhere, and then the rest should perish. So this is what we need to do, and we are following it. And I'm so convinced about my ideology. I'm so convinced about my people, about my team, campaign team, that will work hard. And then I will hold up with them, and we will keep on developing and trying to do our best to help them.
Wonderful. We'll come into we'll look at how you can harness and your support base in Swami, so that we can make an impact in the 2024 elections. But before that, a very quick one. Looking at the process of your vetting till clearance to contest the parliamentary primaries, are there any lessons that we can pick from there?
Yes, for sure. You know, if the contest, if you know what you are doing, you just go ahead and fill the forms, do whatever you want to do, and then do that. I did the same. And whatever they need, I give it to them. And then I also get everything I need. But the problem is, you have to, there are two ways. One is you, and the other is your contester.
Yeah.
So challenging your contester is also your duty, to make sure that at least you compete with the right person. It doesn't make sense if I compete with someone and at the end of the day, it's not the right person. So you can take a look at the person and then try to petition on certain things.
Okay.
But hereby you have also the executives. Whatever you do, it's like nobody is working right. Because if there's a petition, everyone have to take a look at that, and you have to work on that.
Sure.
Because if you didn't do it today, tomorrow it will turn up to be problem. If you allow wrong person in, if NDC made a mistake and leave wrong person go forward, who will use the advantage? The opposition MPP.
Yeah.
So this is what I don't understand about the people. The mistake you make today, you are making MPP to profit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are we working for the party or are we working for ourselves? Allowing the wrong person to go. I want to play football, and I want 11 people on the field, and I'm allowed only to bring 11 people in and no one else. And I know that there are 2-3 people or one person who could be thrown out of the field because of a certain reason. And I let him in. And then latterly, my opponent team see that. What will happen? They will stop the game and they take him out, and now it's 11 against 10. So this is exactly what is going to happen in many places in our constituencies, because they did the mistake and the MPP people are watching us. So this is what I see, that the responsibility of our, from regional to national, whatever, people are supposed to really take a look in the future about the right thing. And we need to start talking. We need to start talking to do the right thing. Not because someone did something or no. No, it's like a whole lot of things. I don't know how much time you have. We can go even to the election itself, then you see how loopholes, what type of problems we have there.
Yes, we will go into the elections. We will go into it. Okay. Let me take a break so that I can read the comments from our viewers. And when we come back, we will look at the whole process of the election, the primaries, beginning from the electoral register to the D-Day itself, and probably the role the national could have played to ensure that we have credible candidates for, going into the main context. So just take a breather, and then I'll take the comments from our viewers.
Thank you.
So we are live on MyView show on today's Ghana News TV as usual, and we will take the comments from our followers so that together we make our program lovely. Alayi Tofik says, "Well done, Jerome, and well done, our honorable Sufian." Alayi, we are very grateful that you're part of the show. Tofik, once again, our Zongo Caucus coordinator. Greetings from Tofik and German Zongo Caucus. The Zongo Caucus is proud of both of you. We are equally happy that you are part and parcel of our well-being. Tofik, thank you very much. Brimpon says, "Greetings, comrades watching from Warsaw, Poland. Continue with the good work you are doing for our great party." We're grateful, Brimpon, once again, that you are always part of our show. Ali Fofana from, that's the communication officer of NDC from France. Good evening, Mr. Jerome. Good evening, Ali, and grateful that you are part of the show this evening. Martha, okay. Well, these are just signals of victory for the NDC. Superior says, Comrade Sufyan is making wild points, valid points, but unfortunately his network is not stable. Greetings from Barcelona, Spain. Yeah, we're getting that. We'll be able to, we hope we'll rectify it. But as it stands, we are getting all the information and the messages that he's passing across the system. But if you once again, it's been a while. Watching from St. Petersburg, Russia. Very good evening to you. I hope I'm right. Kobna says, watching live from Kumasi. Kobna Yeboah. Okay. We are very grateful. We hope Kumasi is peaceful today. Greetings to Honorable Sufian. The vision lives on. Definitely. Once he has a vision, it cannot die off. It will go through. Able Vice Umar Dennis says, a very good evening, my able CS and Honorable Sufian. We are proud of you too. Very grateful, Honorable Vice, that you are part of the show this evening. Nana Trafremu, as usual, greetings from Tatali Northern Region, live and clear on Sakina Information Center. We are grateful that you are rebroadcasting us and many more people will be part of the show. Nana, very grateful. Mavis Watson says, please, can you ask him, upon all that happened to him, will he contest again? Watching from Lisbon, Portugal. Sure, Mavis, I would ask him because he has a vision and the vision lives on. He must ensure that the vision is giving birth to. Comrade Umar Dennis is back again. Says, Honorable Sufian, you've already made an impact at the primaries despite all the obstacles you had to face. Your time will definitely come sooner than expected. You've made us proud. I think Honorable Sufian is taking it clearly from you, able vice. Ahmed Sam says, Honorable Sufian is the best PC in the history of Swami. But unfortunately, some delegates decided to vote because of money. But still, I believe he will come back and take us to the promised land. Be rest assured, keep your faith up and keep doing the good work for Honorable, and definitely the promised land will definitely come our way. Wasti says, Umar Said, Honorable Sufian campaign manager, you make my boss, you be my boss. May Almighty bless you and protect you from Swami constituency, and bless you from Swami constituency. More fire. Patience Daku says, good evening, watching from Hamburg, Germany. Patience, we're grateful that today you are part and parcel of us, as usual. Awudu says, my greetings to you, Honorable. Honorable Sufian, greetings from Awudu Zachary. Vice Umar Dennis is back again. That's a true reflection of the state of our country now. Your analysis is indeed very useful for us going forward. We shall definitely get there. Sure, Vice, we will surely get there at all costs. Bashir Ablai, Deputy Youth Organizer of the chapter, he says, good evening. We are really proud of you people. May Allah see us through in 2024. Inshallah, NDC is coming back. Bash, we are very grateful that you are part of the show. Wasti is back. He says, Sufyan Swami, we are very proud of you. Okay. Miller says, good Yeah, Miller NDC. Good evening, my host. It's me, Miller NDC National Porter. I'm watching you live from Swami. Honorable Sufyan, keep it up. The sky is your limit. Definitely. All the people from Swami, we're grateful that you're part of the show this evening. You're really showing the love you have from Honorable Sufyan, and definitely keep the grounds running until the next opportune time. Papa Efo says, my candidate, I'm proud of you. Papa Efo, we're grateful that you're part of the show this evening, and have a lively evening as well. Um, yeah, so far, so good. We're grateful that all of you are part of the show. So we will bring back Honorable Sufyan, and then we see the way forward. Now elections have come and gone, but the lessons are there for all of us to keep us going forward. Yes. So I was coming back to ask a very. I want to start from the back, and then we'll come forward, and then we'll see what is there. The delegate system, from where you sit and from your experience, should we maintain it, or could it be changed to a larger scale?
Actually, they closed. We said this closed primaries is concentrate on only on the delegates or the party members. Maybe we have a semi-closed that will open a little bit with that we say that all NDC members, but that will not be the reason to stop this money issue, because the money issue is like people are still finding a way to do that, and even they get support from the opponent to do that. Now it's like in our Ashanti region, most of our candidates are supported by our opponent.
Yeah.
And we don't want to accept that, but this is the truth. And so if we talk about we want to win, we have to make a very good strategy and make sure that we will win in the future more in Ashanti region if we put the right people at the right place. So this delegates issue, I think I'm so convinced about this closed primaries. It's better we maintain the delegates like that, but some places the delegates are just too much, and you will find delegates who don't even vote. Like for instance, always you get 30% to 35% of the delegates that will not vote. From 1,700 delegates we have in Swami, only 1,100 and some few votes. So looking at that, we need to put the right people. The closed election, at the closed primaries with only the delegates is okay, but we need to get the right people there. If I get the not to be a delegate, then I have to know my duties. You do nothing only just to vote, and if the voting time comes, you said, I've traveled. I'm not voting. I'm not there. I've never voted. I've even met a delegate who said, I've never voted before, and he's a delegate. So the question is, what makes him a really delegate? So the system, the closed primaries is okay, but we need to make a good selection and make sure that we need to change the rules of taking a delegate. Who is supposed to be a delegate? The example I gave you before, you can take a madman and give him volume. You can take him and take him as your speaker, as you are his speaker. Many people don't talk. For many people, the whole world talk for them. They don't talk. They are leaders, but they don't talk. So if you give him volume, you can hold his hand and go there and register for him, and I tell you, he will be a parliamentary candidate. And if you even get money again and share it at the election day, this madman will be a parliamentary candidate for a party, 100%. So this, we need to take a look at it. We need to make sure that the people up there really know what they are doing. The people who set up the stage really know what they are doing. You can't just say that anybody who have money can come into the parliament. This is somehow wrong. This is the law of the country, not the law of NDC. This is the law of the country.
Yeah.
Anybody who have money, who can pay, can come to the parliament. Something is wrong there. So this is actually what we need to change. But to your question, I think that the closed election with only the delegates, I think is the right thing to do here for us. item, but because if you open it, it will be really, we will spend more money up there, even on the ballot papers. The money spending will be too much for the party or for the state, and this will also be another disaster. Yeah.
That's good. Let us get this clear. During the primaries, we had a lot of stories. It was not only at the parliamentary primaries, even at the presidential primaries, we had these stories of manipulation of electoral register. And if for the presidential, that even led to one of the candidates withdrawing. Did you have similar experiences at the Swami constituency during your primaries? Issues around your electoral register?
Actually, yes. I was even about to stop the election. I stopped the election, called the Electoral Commission, called everything, and said either we change, because the list we received from the region, the list we signed, the list we received is not the list they brought there. So this is where you give suspicion to the people, to the Electoral Commission themselves. Maybe it's like you cannot accuse a police commander because you don't know what his guys are doing on the field.
Sure.
But you cannot also accuse the guys because you don't know what their bosses did. So it's a little confusion. So it's just not possible that the NDC regional call me and tell me that here is the list of the delegates. Please buy it for this amount, take it home, study it well. If you see any mistake, we come for correction, okay? So I took it home, we studied it well, and then we said, okay, this and this and this should be corrected. So they take a look, they corrected it and send it back. Fine. So I would think that on the day of election, I don't want to see any list from the Electoral Commission than that one.
Sure.
So then come the situation whereby you have the whole executives following one candidate. Okay? And according to the processes, I have to meet the Electoral Commission with the other candidate together, and then he explained things to us. This is how it's going to happen on this day. This is where we are going to do the elections. This is how things are going, everything. But this didn't happen. It didn't happen because whenever I talk to the executives, because they are in control, they deny. So they deny until, even if I was not clever enough to go to the regional and take my accreditation, normally I can get accreditation from the region, accreditation from the executives, constituency executives, and I can also get accreditation maybe from the Electoral Commission. So accreditations, I can put 3 in my name. So if I was not clever enough that evening before the election, to go to the regional executives, regional office and take accreditation, these constituency executives didn't bring my accreditation until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that means I will have stayed outside as a parliamentary candidate aspirant till 1 o'clock. You see how thin-minded they are, because they didn't know with whom they are doing. So they think, so this is actually things that is happening. So at the end of the day, if you are not clever enough, you created a lot of issues, fighting, problems, whatever. And these are the small boys I know. Small boys, I grew up with their parents, the youth, So if you think about that, being a youth doesn't mean that, smartness for me, if they want to be smart, then I want to see changes in the community. That tells me that the youth are smart. But looking at the community, nothing is prevailing, nothing is happening. So where are my youth? Where are my youth in the constituency? What are they doing? What are they doing? So this is the question I always ask myself. They don't profit from anything, not even from football, nothing. And not the simple thing that they can profit from football and whatever, even that they are not profiting from. Nothing. No, what they know is just to move around the ideas of manipulating or whatever. So this is actually what happened this day. The accreditation card didn't come, but I was having already even 2 in my car extra. I was having 1 in my pocket. I was having a lot of accreditation cards because I knew they would not do it. And then you see that at the same time also at the voting time, they came and then they see my stronghold. The whole 2 branches, their names vanished from the list. So then I told them, okay, we have to stop the election now. Either these people vote or we stop the election. So the Electoral Commission come and then it's like, yeah, there was a mistake here. Either we use this or that, but maybe it's also a mistake that I did because the idea I came up with, any changes that come in the list will stop the election. But somehow the decision came and said, okay, let us use it. Use the other one we have. But before that, most of the people had voted. So I just want the people to understand that this is not what we are looking for. They will sit there the next 4 years and wait and gasping for air for the next 4 years. And this is the problem, So they're supposed to know that. Because the little money you have is not what we're looking for. The little money, even the money is the money the constituency bring money. And then like for instance, the little money the people are chasing for is like, if Mahama gives 40 cedis for each voter,
Delegate.
and we have 1,700 delegates, and only 1,100 votes, then for the money for the 700 is this really money? So every constituency, this is what people are fighting. But is it really something that if all the people executive share, what are you going to have about that? What? How much? After 1 month, you finish it already. Not even a month, a week or 2, and then you start gasping. So why don't think about who can help, who can make a change? This MPP who didn't do anything for us. With what strategy? How, with what person? Who can face him? Who can change the whole thing? So these are the things that they are not thinking about. Sometimes I even get the feeling that they don't want the NDC to win, because we have the executives who say it. I can say it today because they say it also on every platform, that we can eat a bag of salt, we cannot overthrow MPP from Swami. So if you have such an executive who thinks like this, how can NDC move forward?
Yeah.
And not only in Swami, in many places in Ashanti region. So the question is, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. I'm saying this open because I want both the executives and the delegates and the people of Swami and everybody and the NDC entirely to start thinking that if you want to make a move, you have to start thinking different ways, because the time has gone. It's high time we started thinking positive and start telling ourselves the truth. Because if we didn't do that, we will sit down there and always saying that I don't say this to this. And no. We don't do that again. I will tell everybody, and I will, as an NDC member, I go to NDC office. You know how I struggled before even getting the opportunity to meet the delegates. It took me more than a month, because they didn't want to, because they are following one candidate. For what reason, however, I don't know. So we believe that we have the opportunity there, Jerome. Yeah. In Africa, we can make a whole lot of changes. We can make at Swami, a whole lot of things can be done. We receive a whole lot of money from different corners. Money is coming in the system, but nothing, we don't use it for nothing good. So this is actually what we want to change, not for the entire Swami people. In this level, I'm not thinking about MPP or NDC. I'm thinking of Swami, entirely Swami, because we have to make the change that everybody will benefit out of it. And this, we will do it. To the question that the other guy asked me, if I will contest again, I have to come on now because I am willing. I'm so convinced of helping this community, and I don't think there's anything that will stop me from doing it in the next future. Yes, sure. I will keep on. I will continue.
Wonderful. I think we at the NDC need to even take a second look at our election management seriously, because considering all the things that came up, that even led to a presidential candidate stepping off because of so many things, we have to take a second look. But before
they changes a whole lot. Many places they fake their papers. At Swami, for instance, during the last election of the executive election, you can see a chairman will come for voting. They will say your name is not in. How can the chairman of a branch name? So this is what they do, and it works. Somehow they vote, and at the end of the day, so actually. I mean, it's my first time, but I think when I came again, I come back again, something have to change because I have to apply the experience I have, and I have to bring the consequence. The consequence that will come with it will be very, very powerful. And now I was like an observer, but I'm very grateful for the candidate. 40% of the votes is really amazing.
It's a huge.
Despite that, those people who really supposed to vote for me, for one of the other reasons they didn't do that, because my Zongo people, someone will ask me, how do you know they didn't vote for you? Then I said, I see them. I see a brother campaigning against me. I see a brother who come to my parents and eat at home campaigning against me. I see many people. For what reason, I don't know. So actually, that shows me actually that we need to change something. And I don't think I take them so serious. They are still brothers, and I hope that they think again, they think well next time, and do the right thing.
Wonderful. There are some few comments that just came in. Umar Dennis, our able vice, says it's rather unfortunate that a visionary like Honorable Sufyan was denied the opportunity of serving or representing the constituents of Swami. He's followed by Wasti. Wasti says, Honorable Sufyan, the experience you have in this election is super. Wow. More fire. Greetings from your campaign team members, from Chairman Shaba Swami, former constituency chairman. Well, the experience is great, and that will lead us into the future. Brimpon says, we need to take a serious look at our elections management skills. Perfectly, I just raised that. The party has to take a second look at it in going forward if we want to do anything proper. Ahmed Sam says, good show, Mr. Host. Congrats. We are watching live inside Swami, about 23 people. Wow. We are grateful that you are part and parcel of this show. That shows the love you have for Honorable Sufyan. That what he's saying was true. Some of the delegates need money to eat the following day. So the only way is to find them jobs, because if you are self-sufficient, you don't need money before voting. So I pray for Allah protection and guidance for him. As for us, still alive. Sufiano is still alive. The vision is alive, and you have to help achieve it. Comrade Tofik is by saying, who is to blame, EC or the NDC leadership? Well, definitely this one lies on the doorstep of the NDC leadership, because all the electoral register and everything is compiled by the leadership and then presented to the various courtesies for the election. So they have that total responsibility. EC only does the implementation of what is presented to them. So these are the comments that have just come in from our followers, and our time is quite fast spent, but we still have honorable in the house. Good experiences. There is one thing, congratulations from the team here, because if you monitored almost the media stations within Swami and Kumasi in particular, after the primaries, even a week afterwards, they were still singing praises of you. You made yourself available to be interviewed. You made yourself available to break, to bridge all the gaps that probably would have erupted or that erupted as a result of the primaries, and then trying to get everybody back that the NDC is your total, what will I say, goal, not about yourself, not about any other person, but it's about the party and it's about the development of Swami. So you do not even let your inability to lead the constituency wear you down, but the bigger picture is what is ahead. And that one, I think everybody is proud of you. Zongo Caucus have sent their messages. They are proud of you. And all of us are proud of you. NDC Germany is proud of you because for you, your praises to be sung on almost all the media stations in Kumasi tells you that yes, indeed, your presence in the constituency parliamentary primaries had an impact. And I would say congratulations. But what is Honorable Sufyan known for in Swami, briefly?
Yeah, actually today, before election, I was thinking, but now after the election, I knew that for what I receive, even around Kumasi and most of the NDC people I know, those who make mistake and those who did right and the Swami entirely, what I know, what I receive is just they really see me as a game changer. They really see me as a unifier, and they really regret for what really happened. And then everybody, the messages I receive is, please come back, please come back, please come back. But I know they knew that I will surely do that. I'm not doing it for myself, actually. I'm doing it for us. And I will surely stay with them and move with them together and make sure that at the end of the day, we make the necessary change for our kids, the necessary change for our youth. This is actually, I just want to set the stage. I just want to set the stage for the youth. I'm not going to stay there. Set the stage, make something wonderful, and leave it for them so that they can move from there. And this is actually why I'm doing that, so that they will know that, okay, a certain brother, a certain father from us came and did that for us at Swami, and he lived it there. This is actually, I always tell the people that please, we are not arrogant, but we are telling the truth. We have seen a whole lot of things. We have moved to the world. We have seen everywhere. We have done a whole lot of things. I have I don't know how many times I gathered Chinese people in Shanghai teaching them engineering. I don't know how many times I gathered Indian people in Bangalore teaching them engineering. I don't know how many times I teach in the European countries, Italy to Spain, wherever, engineering. So these things shouldn't go in vain. We know something. So if by choosing our candidates for doing something, we have to look at the right people and put them there so that they can easily make the change for us. So Swami people, I love them so much. I love the constituency. I love NDC, and this is a big love in me. And I believe that that is the way forward, where I can make a big change, make a big impact, and set the legacy in the people, but not for the people, in the people, so that they can move from there. Thank you.
Wonderful. I think we'll have to make another opportunity so that we discuss more. And this time we're going to direct all our energies to the NDC national headquarters about our elections management skills. I think that has been a very big problem. And with some of your experiences that we put up there, once if they are able to accept them and make changes, I believe strongly going forward, the NDC will be a better structured party to run in our fourth Republican dispensation. I would say probably our time is up.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful that you are part of the show this evening. But there is one thing I still want to, I just read about a solar project. Is it a solar project that is running, or you are thinking of putting it in place? And how does that go to help our people in Swami?
Yeah, I established the Nankunton Solar Energy was established 7 years ago in Ghana, and we took part in almost all the renewable energy exhibition show in Accra. We have a whole lot of, we did a lot of projects around Ghana. It's 7 years old, the company. So the company exists. We have a contract with GIZ to train the technical colleges. So many technical colleges around Kumasi, we train them practical. They make their theory at the school, so they come to us for practical. I also have a connection to the Renewable Energy University in Sunyani. I'm planning to give lectures there. And so we have at least a whole lot of things. So this company is an existing company. We established solar systems, and this is what we are looking forward to make a change, to make a big impact in the country, because all the everybody that came in and do something in the country, after some few months, you just see only damages because they use the cheap materials. They don't care, they don't take good of it. So now we want to take a lead and do it for ourselves to make sure that we make a sustainable thing. Whenever we make any project, we train people that take care of it. So the sustainability is very important for us. So this company is there, is growing, and we hope to grow more to help in the governmental projects and see what we can do to push the Ghana system in terms of solar forward. Yeah.
I think it's a perfect project because once it's a local project, company set up there, whatever comes out of it, whatever profits accrues from it stays in Ghana. We are not going to enjoy any capital flight where it is taken off and it has an impact on our CD and everything. So Ghanaians, we have to sit up and ensure that our own people who set up companies in the country are given the free will to implement their knowledge. Obviously, as you said, you have a lot of experiences from one country to the other. You are teaching up there, and then you get back to your own country where you want to impact the knowledge that you have learned from all these places, and we have hitches. But I believe strongly that should the NDC come forward in the 2024 election successfully, we might be given the opportunity that this knowledge that we have gained, we'll be able to implement it. And then we'll have many more opportunities. We are running the technical education, and now we have University of Technical University system that we are running, which is a practical-based university structure if we want it to work in Ghana. This is where all your experiences all come in, and we believe that going forward, we'll have that opportunity. We are very grateful for having you this evening on this show. And as I indicated, we'll have to make time and then come back again and look at the our elections management system of the party, and then the way forward. So we're very grateful for making time for us.
Thank you very much, Jerome. Thank you. Thank you.
And do you have some parting words for the people of Swami? Because we can see that today we have a lot of followers from Swami this evening.
Yeah, I mean, people of Swami, what I can say is please never lose hope. Look forward. I have not lost hope, so you have no any right to lose hope. I'm still planning. I'm still moving. Things will go slowly. Then, if I have been the parliamentary candidate, and for the people who expect something and it didn't come in, we still have a whole lot of things ahead. And we are moving. I will come. We will move together to make sure that we make the best out of the situation today. And for the parliamentary candidate should also look forward and see how to make an impact and make sure that he helps, and as well as the constituency executives, we will work together. Whatever I've been saying it, whatever we will work together. I will come. We stay together, think together, find a way, and then move forward. So Swami people, it's just love. It's just great. And I'm very grateful for what you did. 40% of votes is just wonderful. I'm really more than satisfied. And then let's look forward and see what Allah will do in the near future. Thank you very much, and have a good evening, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sufyan. And Ahmed, Sam, and Swami, together with your 23 others with us, we are very grateful for you joining us this evening. Our able Zongo Caucus coordinator, Tofik, he says, thank you very much, Honorable Sufyan. Then our vice chair says, Umar Denny says, marvelous submissions. With that marvelous submissions, we say thank you very much to all of you for joining us this evening on today's Ghana News TV. Remember, We come your way every Monday at the same time, and on Wednesdays our newspaper is up there. Get a copy of it and read more from us. Until we come your way next week, this is Jerome Kpan saying goodbye to you all and good night.
I'm Edna Sabonya. Join me on Today Ghana News TV for news updates on every Friday at 18 hours GMT. News updates is sponsored by Top Connect. Send money everywhere, no fees. You can follow us on all social media platforms at Today Ghana News TV.
Ya kana se wantia ejao ehanya betro mampam osontie so dogo vinwa bem mampam osontie nani amuka nyina guna swati move swara mampam osontie move swara Mampam, also until once upon a time, animal called